Hi, it's T with Teaquilts, and today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. And if you're watching this at any other time other than 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, just know you're watching an upload of a live chat. So let me make some adjustments here. I got my light cord in the way. See if that helps. Let's see. Pull this up on my phone. Hope everybody had a really nice Memorial Day on Monday. I thought I was going to come live after I got back home. I went to my mom's house. What we did is we decided to have dinner. So we had, my mom cooked everything except that I made a cake. So my mom made everything. She set it up buffet style. And then we had the hand sanitizer, wipes, and stuff like that. And then people came over at their convenience and then made to-go plates. And so people just, like, one or two people from each household came in and fixed food for everybody. Cut a chunk of cake. We had banana pudding as well, so we had 2 desserts. And then everybody ate at home. But at least we got to see each other, and we just did social distancing. So that's kind of how we handled our Memorial Day. I hope you all had a great Memorial Day and you found a way to at least see some of your family members on Memorial Day, because I know it's been real rough during COVID that we could not see our family members. So it's 6:36 in the chat room. We had Quilt Gal here saying hi T and everyone. At 6:41 p.m. we had Vivian Calvi saying hi T. Hi Vivian. And then at 6:56 we had C-Rax says hi T and fellow quilters. And at 6:59, my last one before 7 is Beverly Seaball says good evening T and all quilters. So thank you all so much for coming into the chat room early. I had just put it up maybe an hour before we were supposed to go live, so I hope YouTube had enough time to notify you all that we were going to have a live chat today. Let's see. Who else is here? We've got Beverly Simmons. Hi, Beverly. That's my cousin from another aunt. I just wished you come on earlier, girl. This is late for me in Newfoundland, Canada. This is real hard because it's a Wednesday night. So normally if school is in and people are working, I chose 7 p.m. Central Standard Time because I'm in the middle of the country. And most people come home from work around 4:30, 5 o'clock here. So then they got to feed the kids, prepare dinner, eat dinner. And so I chose 7 o'clock instead. So that's why I have been doing some of the, and then I've been doing the late Saturday ones for the people on the West Coast because they're 2 hours ahead of us or 2 hours behind us. So when it's 9 o'clock here, it's 7 o'clock there. They're 2 hours ahead of us. So it's kind of difficult to determine a time that's going to be convenient for everyone everywhere. So I do appreciate you stepping in for a few minutes with us, Beverly. I appreciate that. We've got June Billings here saying hi T and everyone. And let's see who else is here. Cherise Fofi is here, says hi everybody. Maria Mayer is here, says hi T and everyone. Elaine Doucette says hello all. Hi T. Hello everybody. Diane 57 is here saying good evening. Slowing Down Joe is here, says hi T and everyone. Terry says hello. We got Cheryl Clute here. She says hello T and everyone. Diana Grant says greetings from San Francisco East Bay area. Hi Diana, welcome to the live chat. I appreciate you stopping in. I don't remember your name. Maybe you've seen us before but haven't chatted in the box. But I appreciate you spending some time with us. Michael Piccarelli is here. He says, happy belated anniversary. Love and miss your pretty face. Oh, and Abby says hi. Hi, Mike. And I hope I will be seeing you all soon. I'm going to come over and see you and Kevin when we swap these blocks out once I receive them. So maybe one day next week. Coming up soon. So thank you so much for the anniversary wishes as well. And you guys are my favorite. I miss you all too. Diane Ricks is here. Says hello, T and everyone. Ray Dean says good evening, T and all. LaConte Middleton says hello. Doris O is here. Says good evening, T and Teaquilters. So hello all. Robin Boyd is here. Says hello, T and everyone. Francesca Afino says hello, T and everyone. Lisa Pegg is here. She says hello, everyone. Elaine says, laughing out loud, come on over, Beverly. The sun hasn't set yet. I'm in Ontario. Claudette Bettis is here. And she says, hello, T and everyone. Leetta Bryan is here. Says, hello, everyone. Carl Green says, hi, T and all. And we've got Tucker here. He says, hey, everyone. I'm just sorting through fabric I got. That's pretty fun. And my brother is here. He says, hey, sis, I'm here. And he says, hi to everyone. So hello, everybody. Thank you so much for coming into the live chat tonight. I have blocks I want to show. I got 3 sets of blocks in. So I've got 31, 32, and 33. Let's see. Do have notifications of other blocks coming. So I'm not sure if we're going to reach our 50 yet, but hopefully the people that signed up are sending their blocks and just hasn't notified me. But I checked yesterday and today and nothing new was in the mailbox. So hopefully you all are getting your blocks done and going to get them in the mail like really, really soon. Darlene Former just popped in. She says greetings from Northern Virginia. Hi, Darlene. And then we've got June saying hi to my brother. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started with the blocks. For people that are new, don't know what we're talking about, we actually started in late December of 2019, said that we were going to make 50 Ablum style crazy quilt blocks, crumb blocks, and we were going to make them Ablum by putting our name and city and state on the blocks, and then we're going to swap them. So each person has made 50 blocks. They have sent them all to me, and then Kevin and I are going to meet and we're going to swap these blocks so that everybody gets one of everybody else's blocks, and then if any are left of your own, you'll get the rest of your own back as well. And then you'll have blocks from other viewers of my YouTube channel that you can make a quilt with, and they're normally called Ablum style quilts. So this is number 31, has 52 blocks from Elena Sabado. Hope I said your name right. And she's out of Puyallup, Washington. And it's got this card in here. She does have a piece of paper. I want to show you. Let me close up her address first of all. But I want to show you the inside of this box, and it's just amazing to me how people can get stuff to fit into these boxes. So she has all of this into these boxes. She has her stack of 50 blocks here. And then she has the information that I ask people to include, piece of paper with your name, address, and email address. And what I do is I use that information so that I can send you confirmation that I have counted your blocks and that I have received your blocks. Now, I have not counted her blocks. I'm just going to say what she says. She has 52 blocks. And that's because I didn't want to mess up how she's wrapped this all nice and neat to make it fit into the box. So I am not the most neatest wrapper. So when I see something, when I open the box up and it's really neat, I'm really impressed by that. So she's got all of her blocks in here. And then I'm assuming that these are going to be her 2 for the 52. And then these other ones are her 50. So I'm going to just show you her blocks from the 2 here. And just keep the rest of them all pretty, just because they're all pretty. in the box. She does have her return address information in here, and because she has it in a box, she ended up putting 2 of these in here. I don't know how she did that. She's used PayPal prepaid shipping. I'm going to have to check with her on that, but I have to see how much is on each one. But yeah, so she's got 2 envelopes in here. And then she also had the card, and then she has this. So I will start with her fabric, her blocks first. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these back in. Since I pulled out some, her address, her piece of paper fell out. But I'm going to stick that back in there. So, her blocks. Very pretty fabrics again. I'm just really loving when we exchange blocks, how everybody's fabric stash is different. So I love that. You get so many variety of fabrics. That's another reason to make the blocks. But the blocks are 14.5 inches or approximately. And the reason why we made them this size is so that you can square them up to any size you want. So your insides should be 10 inches in here. And then when you add the 2.5 inch strips, you have a 14-inch block. And you can square them up and use them any way you like. But very nice fabrics. Love it. And then I'll just show you one more. I've been showing like 2 to 3 of each person's blocks, just to see if they got like different fabric variations going on. But very nice. She's got a lot of K-facet fabrics in here, I can see from the back. So very nice. Look like some motif fabrics as well. So that's her box with her blocks. And I'm just going to go ahead and fold this part up. And then she also has a card here. And she's got a T on it with a heart. And it says thanks. Right there. Very nice. And she says, May 21st, 2020, hello T. I have learned so much from you on my quilting journey. You are an inspiration. I appreciate your kindness and generosity in giving so much of your time and efforts in showing your wealth of quilting knowledge, delivered with humor and a no-nonsense, common sense approach. Stay safe and well to you and yours. Sincerely, Elena. And then she says, P.S. Thanks so much for all the hard work with this swap too. Just some fun goodies. I hope maybe you can use. So she included in the box as well this whole bag of stuff. And when I opened the box, and I read the card because it was the first thing on top, and I thought maybe it was the information for her return address. And so once I saw that she had actually included some extra things in here, I didn't go any further and open anything else up. So that's another reason why I didn't count her blocks. But this is just so thoughtful. She's got all of this stuff that she put into this bag. So Elena, thank you so much. What a welcome surprise. I just love seeing different fabrics and new fabrics. So she's been listening to me because I say a lot of things and I can see some stuff down at the bottom already. But this is a Fat Eighth bundle, and it's a Robert Kaufman. And it's like half of a fat quarter for those that don't know what a fat eighth bundle is. So very pretty fabrics in there. So I'm not going to undo it. And I like the ribbon. I recycle everything that's even close to fabric ribbon that they put on fat quarter bundles and things like that. I do recycle everything. She also has in here some scissors from Tula Pink. Wow. And these are 4-inch large ring micro tip scissors. Very nice. And it's got a little plastic cap. I like scissors that actually give you the little rubber caps for safety. So right here, you get the little cap you can put on them because they really do have a pointed tip. Look at that. Had never seen scissors shaped like that. Very nice. Put that to the side. And then the reason why I started laughing because I see these fossil fern fabrics. But also she listens because I say that I use like mostly any kind of neutrals that I wind my bobbin on with R-Feel. So she's been kind of paying attention to what I'm saying in all these various videos. So appreciate that. This color is 6771. Very nice. And then all kinds of fossil fern fabrics. And it even says it up here on the tag. Just fossil fern. This one's... And the nice thing about fossil fern is they appear to be like solid colors sometimes, but then they have like other colors kind of going through them. So this one's kind of like that. Kind of like those scissors I got where they're iridescent or something on this white, but it's still got some pink and blue going on. So this is my favorite line of fabric. I have hoarded fossil ferns and kind of refusing to use them. So I'm going to have to find something that I can use to make a fossil fern quilt with these fabrics. So pretty and so thoughtful. So thank you so much, Elena, as I'm showing these fabrics. And I'm showing them just because I know we all love to see new fabrics. But fossil fern, they come in all different colors, different variations. So she has a nice selection of them here. And I'm going to assume that they're like fat 8s as well. Nice size that I can cut something scrappy out of it. Have no idea what, but it's really pretty. Browns. Now we're getting into some greens. Blue and purple. And they got some burgundy purplish color making some green. Another darker color, one more brown. And more purple. Very nice. So I'm going to have to use these and make something with it. Very nice. So thank you so much. You are so thoughtful, Elena. I really appreciate that. I'm just going to put this back in the bag just so I don't lose it, along with the card from her. Remember where it come from, and yeah, put the scissors back. So thank you so much. Very thoughtful gift. Okay, box number 32 is from Diane57. Hi, Diane. It's from her husband, Tom. Thanks for participating, Tom. And she has a note in hers too. She says Tees Quilting and Kevin the Quilter. That's cute. I think Kevin, today is Wednesday, Kevin's traveling. Very nice. Whoa. She must have money for me to mail back her stuff. Right here. I didn't open stuff up, so very nice. Handmade card. Looked like she stamped sewing machines, colored all of this in, which takes time, so I appreciate that, Diane. That's so cute. And then she's got all of these, I don't know what you call them. They're crystals along the sides and the bottom. Very nice. Get it done, sew on, keep sewing. Sewing machines, needles, threads, bobbins. Just lots of stuff on here. Very nice. And she says, hi, T and Kevin. I made 53 blocks. I hope they are enough. Check out your special blocks. Not sure what postage will be. Enclosed is $20 cash for it. If not enough, let me know. The box was free at the post office. And then she says, Diane, got her information on here. Then she says, P.S. Money Mark DST. Okay. Money Mark DST. Whoops. And then she card handmade by Diane 57M. All right. So thank you, Diane. I'm going to just put this back in here so I'll know that it's in here when we go to swap. She has hers in here. She's got 3 blocks on top that has labels on them where she's used packing tape. Here is 1 block here. And she didn't iron this bottom part down. So her top and bottom pieces aren't ironed, but this will flip down. So it's just not going to do it all by itself right now. But very nice. Nice assortment of fabric. She actually did some crumb piecing before she even put her pieces onto the side here where she has multiple pieces in the block. You can't hardly see it, huh? But you can see it on both sides anyway, but very nice. And her note on this one says, let's see, 4T, lots of pieces and some butterflies for you. That's pretty cool. So this one is mine. And I'll go ahead and show you the other one as well. She says this one is for Kevin. It's got like airplanes in it and some chicks. She says, to Kevin, I thought of you when I saw this. Sweet chicks. Hugs, Diane 57. And I can't move it off, but you can see the chick over here. Over on this side right here. Very pretty. Airplanes over here. Or rockets, rather. Probably rockets. But very nice. And then I see an owl up at the top, too. That's pretty cool. And then the third one, she's saying that this one's for Tiff. You have the strength and determination of a dragon. You also have the beauty of soul of the butterfly. Love you, Diane 57. Very nice. And she's got all kind of little weird shapes in here. Did she sew that by hand or did she sew that by machine? Let me check it out. It's sold by machine. But yes, very nice block. Got the dragon on there for Tiffany and some additional butterflies. Tiffany loves butterflies. And she's got some rockets on here too. I see up at the top as well. Very nice. So thank you, Miss Diane 57. And I will put all of this back in the box. Fold it back up. I got to remember how to fold this up so that I get the same corner hanging out. So I know what box number it is. And then the last set of blocks, and then I'll go back and read comments. I just want to get through the blocks. And I know you all are probably seeing pretty blocks and all of this. And we'll just say that all the blocks are pretty. And this last one, number 33, is from Miss Peggy O'Connor out of St. Louis, Missouri, or St. Louis County, sort of. She has 50 blocks, has her piece of paper I just pulled out. Peggy actually gave me my quilting fix yesterday. I actually got to talk to a quilter, which I don't get to do that often since we're in COVID. And so we kept our social distancing. She dropped off her blocks yesterday. She also dropped off some quilt tops for me to quilt. So we got to do some chatting, pick some designs. So we just kept our social distancing. We both had on masks. And it was a great, like, 15-20 minutes that we ended up chatting. You know how you think something's only going to be like a quick drop off and then we're out there just talking up a storm. I think we both were so happy to be able to communicate with another quilter. So, but she has her blocks in this bag. And they all fit nice and neat. They're all nice and neatly pressed. I was, like, really impressed. I'm like, Peggy, her work when I get it from her is just impeccable. She goes out of her way. She's a slow quilter in the sense that she doesn't get like a lot of projects done in the year because of her schedule and various things that she's involved in. But everything that she brings is always impeccably done. It's just amazing to me. So I'm just going to pull out 2 And then she's probably going to scream in denial when I fold these in half to put them. Oh, I'm going to pull out 10 because she's got them in sets of 10. Sorry about that. And then she'll probably scream in denial when I try to put them back in the bag. But very neat. And she's methodical about all of her tasks. So here is one of her blocks here. Very nicely done. And then let's just go flip up somewhere so that I can show you another block. Right here. Very nice. So some of it she has some piecing where she pieced more pieces to get it so she can put a strip on. And I like that creativity because it just gives the eye additional place to rest. You don't have to always use one strip to get it to go across. And so she's got various different blocks, all nicely done. Let's see if I can attempt to get this back in here halfway decent. And put her paper back on top. And then I'll also read some comments after this as well before I go into t-shirts, and then also just want to talk about a couple of quilting topics. So put that right there. All right, comments. I'm not in the chat. All right, so I'm not going to be sure where I left off. My brother came in. That's where I left off. I'm having issues with my comments, so let me close it all the way out and open up a new window. You know, sometimes I have issues with getting it on my phone lately. So if I can't get it on my phone, I'm going to have to pull you guys up here. I see Linda Griffin just popped in. She says, hey T, better late than never. I can't get this thing to pull up. So let me close out of and try to open up new YouTube. I may have to, I just rebooted before I came in here, okay? So I don't know what the issue is with all the issues that I'm having, and I know it's not my space on my phone because I take stuff off. So let me just go ahead and reboot it because it's not working. So it's going to be a minute. So while that's working, I'll just go ahead and talk about these shirts then. I want to get my phone charger. It fell to the floor. I don't have it anchored anywhere, just plugged in. This is an extra one that I just leave in here. And maybe by the time I get this in. Oh, it got squashed. I just rolled over it, I think. Let's see. It's still working. Let's see if I can get back into YouTube again. Okay, see if I can find my brother's comment that he was in the room, and we'll start from there. I think I said Darlene already. Tricia Tello is here. Hi, Tricia. And she says, hi, T and everyone watching from Southern California. Welcome. Cheryl Bean is here, says, hi, T and everyone. And Elaine says, ooh, that is very nice. Cheryl Clute says, very pretty. I think they're talking about your blocks, Elaine. No, that's not Elaine's blocks. Those are Elena's that I was, you all are talking about. The first one I showed. Carol Green says pretty. Cheryl Bean says pretty. Kelly A is here, says hello, Miss T. And all you fabulous tea quilters, happy Wednesday. Hello, Kelly. C-Rex says she packs like a military person. Exactly. And I like showing you all this stuff because I just think it's pretty neat how you can tell she probably has a neat work area. And I bet Peggy is the same way. But you can kind of tell by some people's packing that they're probably neat in everything they do in their life. I can't even stack my blocks to be in a nice, neat pile like that. So you all are going to be really disappointed when you get your packages back. We got June Hansen here, says hi, T and everyone. Hi, June, as well. Elaine says, thoughtful and kind. We all love you, T. Thank you, Elaine. A nice gift. That was very thoughtful of her. Very nice package. So very thoughtful, Elena. Alice Para is here. Welcome to live chat. I don't think I've seen your name before. Thank you so much for spending some time here. And she says, very, very pretty fabrics. Darlene says, I think I have a few of those colors. Elena says, so glad you like the goodies. Thank you so much again, T. No, thank you, Elena. You have gone over and above sending those gifts. So I really appreciate that. And I'm hoping I can figure out something to use those fabrics with. Very nice. Janet Mackerel is here. Says, very nice and thoughtful. Hi, Janet. Bonita Nance is here. She says, hello, everyone. And Miss T. Hi, Miss Subscriber of the Year 2019, Miss Bonita. And then Elaine even told Elena that those are very nice gifts. Celia Swain is here. Says, hello, T and everyone. Stay safe and keep quilting. Exactly. Same to you. Dee Dee Hansen is here. Says, just connecting. Hi, everyone. Mask up to 205. None in the queue. Hallelujah. Congratulations, girl. I admire y'all that's made all these masks. I don't think I'll make 100. Maybe in 2 years I'll make 100 if we still need to make more later in the year. But right now I don't see me making even 100. Kelly A says, ooh, all pretty fabrics. Elaine is reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Elaine Doucette, for that. Kim Burris is here. Hi, Kim. She says, hi, T and Quilt family. Can't stay. Have company. Just checking in. Y'all have fun. All right. Carol Green says, very colorful. June says, nice blocks. Teresa says, hi, Kim. Have fun with your company. Teresa's also saying, hi, T and everyone. Hello, hello. June Billings and June Hansen is telling Kim to have fun. Dee Dee says, did you get my email asking about your quilting services? I don't remember receiving an email asking about my quilting services. If I've been finding, because I had contacted somebody that sends me monthly emails, and so then I wrote them putting in an order, and then they responded, and it went into my spam. So I can check my spam. I'll look and see, but I don't recall receiving anything, Dee Dee. You might want to resend it again just to make sure. Let's see. A lot of people are saying very nice, neat and pretty, awesome blocks, everyone. That's when Linda Griffin came in. I read her comment. Elena says, love everyone's blocks. Super excited to make wonderful special signature quilt. Exactly. Can't wait to see some of these. I hope some of you all are in the Teaquilts Facebook group so that when you all start making these quilts that we can see those blocks. And Dee Dee says, it's 33 the final number of swap blocks. No, I have no idea of how many I'm going to receive. I had about 55 people sign up for this swap, and I had asked if people would let me know if they were mailing blocks. So I have no way of knowing how many more I'm going to get. And I don't have that paper. Do I have the paper in here? Nope. I don't have the paper in here that tells me whose blocks are still coming. I know that Bonita and Kayla are sending blocks. Diane was on that list, and Elena was on the list. And I can't remember who the other person was that was on the list of sending blocks, because I had 5 on Saturday that said they were sending blocks. So I'm trying to think who else. I had one person post in the Facebook group that she's working on her blocks. So those will be coming as well. She's going to mail tomorrow. And I'm thinking she's more local. So I have no idea how many people are going to come. I'm just waiting for the deadline. And then when the deadline's over, Kevin and I will make an appointment to swap these blocks out. My brother is saying, don't forget the thumbs up, everyone. Thank you so much. Joan says, Joan Elkins is here. She says, hi, 10, everyone. Hi, Joan. We got a lot of Joans and Judys and Junes in this group. It's amazing. Pretty cool. I think we even got, what's the other name? Kims. A lot of Kims. Marcia says, Lord, I made it. It's been a while. Good evening to all. Hi, Marcia. Welcome back. Beverly says, I did my thumbs up. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks for the thumbs up, Beverly. Darlene says, this virus has caused me to use whatever's in my stash, both cloth and yarn. Yes, I have not, like, purchased any fabric at all during this time. I've just been, I got plenty of fabric. I got my own little quilt shop over here, to be honest. And you all don't even see all the fabric I have. So, yeah. I haven't had to buy anything. I have been hearing people saying that when they contact, like, Joann's for elastic orders or certain things, and they'll tell them that their order is ready for pickup, and then when they go pick up, you know, they don't even have the stuff that they actually originally ordered for, you know, because they said if I wanted elastic, then I added a few other things on. That's the only reason I was going for the elastic. And then they don't even get the elastic, so it's pretty weird stuff that's going on. Dee Dee says, finishing my top of rail fence as you showed and wanted you to quilt it, inquiring as to how you charge. I think she says change, but how you charge. Mine is 60 by 60. Pantos for me start at 2 cents per square inch. So you multiply your quilt 60 by 60 times 0.02. That will tell you what the minimum price is. And I try to, if somebody's sending me something, I do my business a little bit different. I know some people will say just pick a design. I want the person who pieced their top to still be part of the quilting process. Just because you brought it to a long armor doesn't mean that you've lost control of your quilt. So what I do is I send people about 2 to 3 pantos that I think will look good on their quilt top, and then I ask them to select one of those. And if they don't like those, I'll probably do it like a second time where I'll send them some pantos, and then they've got another 2 or 3 to pick from, and then that's how I tend to do it, because I don't want people to feel like, oh, I sent my quilt to a long arm and now I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it. So I do try to you know, chat with people that, especially people that send me their things by long distance, but I try to keep people involved in the quilting process as well. So that's what I charge. If it's a very intricate design that like takes me longer to stitch out, takes more thread. If it's very dense, I go up to like 4 cents per panto. It just depends on what that panto is. But most of my pantos I charge people are like 2 cents per square inch or 2.5 cents per square inch for the most part. Kimalina is here. She says, hi everyone, nice blocks. Thank you. Welcome, Kim. And Diane 57 says, we even have several Dianes. And my brother on y'all big time. He's still saying hit that thumbs up button. Diana Grant says, yes, they are. They are some beautiful, beautiful works of art. So let me go ahead and I do want to make a couple of statements for those that may not be aware. If you all may not be aware, Blueprint, which used to be Craftsy, is now closing. I don't know if they have closed yet. I'm sure they got to probably sell all this old inventory that they got first. But, you know, ever since Crafty sold to Blueprint, I just felt like Blueprint was pushing more subscriptions to the education side, and that's not what I wanted out of that. I wanted nice fabric at great prices, which is what Crafties used to have a lot of. And so they have announced that they are closing. So for those of you that don't know, you might want to go see what they now have on clearance specials if you're interested in getting anything. I will not be purchasing anything even at a great price, just because I just didn't like how they were pushing subscriptions, and now you're closing and you sold all these subscriptions to people, and now what do they do with their subscriptions that you told them they had for life? So I don't know if they've even addressed that or not, but a lot of people are going on and they're downloading everything. So if you have a subscription, you might want to go and download all of the classes that you've already paid for as well. And Darlene is saying they just bought Crafty. Yes, they did. And they just closed it. From day one, they took what Crafty had built, which was a fantastic company. They purchased it, and I think it's owned by NBC, if I'm not mistaken. Some conglomerate that's all about money. And so they were pushing subscriptions, and they never had a sale. And so I waited until like last Christmas to see if they would have the usual Christmas sales that normally happen, and it did not happen. And so I didn't buy anything, because that was one of my go-to places when I'm buying door prizes for my scrap quilting club, or if I'm giving groups to my small quilt guild as presents, or buying things, because I was looking to buy things for the Teaquilts retreat for some door prizes. And I just didn't see anything in there that was worth it for me to spend money on when I'm buying bulk number of items of particular things. And so they never really catered to us quilters as far as trying to give us, to me, great prices like Crafty's did. They never had special sale days like that were consistent with what was happening to the company in the past. So a whole lot of things changed, and I just didn't like it. But just letting you all know, for those that have those subscriptions, make sure that you download them. Get you maybe an external hard drive and download everything to it so that you have it in the event you need it in the future. Because most times we'll buy a class and we may not be doing that project for another year or two. We just want to know, okay, what's involved, and do I think I can do that? And then you may not actually execute it until months later. Also got notifications about Houston Quilt Show. They're trying to still have the Houston Quilt Show. They're in meetings with Arena, the convention center there, not the Arena, the convention center there, trying to see what new recommendations they're going to put in place. And I haven't talked with my quilting buddies, my road trip buddies on this yet, but I'm not actually sure if I'm going to be attending any quilt shows in 2020, 2021, we'll see. Because I just don't know how you can safely have a quilt show, have classes. They're still talking about having classes, and then we still have all of this social distancing without things costing us, the participants, more money, because I don't want to be inconvenienced. So I don't want to be inconvenienced, and I don't want to be in a room full of people that I don't feel is beneficial to my health. So I don't know what the solution to that is, because Houston is always crowded, and I'm sure it's not going to be as many people there as in previous years. But I still don't see how they're going to be able to handle crowd control to the point where once we're inside looking at quilts, how are we going to stay 6 feet apart in such a crowded space? How are we going to be shopping vendors? Or the vendors even going to come? Because they still got rights as to whether they want to come out into this as well. So I don't think that Houston is on my radar for this year. I think I may be changing my mind, but we'll see if my two quilting friends change my mind. But I just thought that I would give you all an update on that. AQS Quilt Show, that's in Paducah, Kentucky, is still at this point slated for September. I don't see how they're going to handle that for crowd control either, but we shall see. But I'm just giving you all updates. We got Mary. She made it in. She say, hi all. I'm late. Welcome, Mary. Dee Dee says, do you have another project for us to do like we did with the square swap? Y'all give me a break. You all are not doing anything. Kevin and I have got to swap all of these blocks, and then I've got to get however many packages I receive back to, say, 50 people. So it's going to take me a while to do all of that. So I'm going to be busy. And also I've been busy, doing quilting, and I actually love that because I'm learning different things about some of the designs that I'm choosing to stitch out, whether I like those designs, how they stitch out, whether I like them smaller, larger, or whatever. So I'm enjoying this whole process with quilting. And right now I'm trying to get my money's worth out of this butler system that I paid for. So that's kind of how my brain operates. If I spend a big chunk of money, then I must use that big chunk of money until I feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like consistently. And then I'm also learning, you know, trying to learn the system as well. So let's see. So give me some time. Give me a break. And we will do another swap at some point. But it's not gonna be a 14-inch block. It's probably gonna be a piece block, and we're just gonna have to figure out how strict you all want me to be on these blocks, because when you start doing piece blocks that have to be a certain size so that they fit with everybody else's piece block, that's where the problem come in. And that's why we had everybody put frames on their crumb blocks, and that's why we even chose a crumb block to begin with, because then everybody can participate. But we got a lot of beginners. And so some people don't know about squaring up sections and things like that. So I'm going to be thinking about the next project, but it will not be coming up anytime in the near future, because the month of June, I'm still working on some other stuff. I want to do a sew along as well. So maybe that's what we'll end up doing as a sew along. I don't know if we're going to do a swap, but if we do, it's going to be like a 6 or a 9-inch block or something like that. Something much smaller. Angela, let's see. I'm not at Angela yet. Hold on. And Mary says, I'm not sure how I would save it. It's been a long time since I've been in Crafty, and I had only purchased like 1 or 2 classes from Crafties. I didn't even worry about downloading it. It was on machine quilting, and I didn't really care. It was one on Angela, and so I was like, you know, I've learned enough. I don't need to download it. I just didn't even go back in there. So I am not the one that can help you, but I'm sure inside of that program somewhere that there should be a way for you to download, because I've had my other quilting friends telling me that they were downloading theirs. And Cheryl says, thanks for the heads up, T. I had no idea they were closing. Angela Stringer is here. She's retracted her message. I'm sure it's going to be down here. She says, hey, T, I'm unsewing. Oh, no, that's not any fun. I'm sorry. I do not like using the ripper. Dee Dee says, I won't even go to church. My QSDS in Columbia was canceled, as well as my Orthodox Icon class. Not about to go to a quilt show. Yes, indeed. And I'm, you know, a lot of stuff is closed. Churches are still closed. They still doing, a lot of people love that Zoom app, because a lot of people have been utilizing that. So that's pretty cool for the churches. At least they still can get the services in. Our Quilt Guild has not met since February, and I'm okay with that. And they haven't even made a decision. They said they'll make a decision into July as to how to proceed, and I agree with that, because Missouri's so-called started opening up phase 1 May 18th. We saw a lot of people out Memorial Day weekend. We had some travelers into the state of Missouri, as well as some Missourians all down in the Ozarks and Branson. So I think they're just doing like a wait and see to see if this virus is still spreading. And then if the numbers continue to go down, then maybe they'll you know, open up some of these other places. But it's a lot of places that I'm not willing to go into, especially if we're not practicing social distancing. So Elaine says, sensible, smart approach to the quilt show dilemma. Mary says, I was eating my supper. Angela Stringer says, hey, T, I'm unsewing. I read that one. Diane says, I have no idea, T. I am keeping my eyes open for the Houston Quilt Festival. And you got to remember with most quilt shows, who are the quilters? We're all 55 plus years of age for the average. You know what I'm saying? We do have some young people, modern quilters. We might have some children quilters. But the majority of quilters are over the age of 55. So if you're saying no groups of 10 or more over the age of 60, whatever their magic number is, that's almost every quilter. That's a good chunk of the quilters. So I just don't know, but I'm trying to wait and see what's gonna go on. See if we're gonna have this second bout that they're talking about. We're gonna have in the fall, which is when the Houston Quilt Show is. So I'm just gonna keep my eyes and ears open at this point. Dee Dee says, let's just do small crumb blocks. Darlene Farmer says, I'm not participating due to getting in position to help open the new Army Museum. Everything put on hold because of the virus. Yes. Dee Dee says, sew along is cool. Cheryl says, all I have ever done on Crafty was free patterns. Yeah, I like those too. They had pretty cool free patterns, but like Christmas time, like between Black Friday and say New Year's, something like that, they would always have great sales, and that was the best time for me to go shopping on there to get things that I needed for my groups. Mary says, the only one I want to save is the t-shirt quilt. It's not just shirts, it incorporates piece blocks. I don't know what Mary's talking about. Did I miss something? She says, the only one I want to save is the t-shirt quilt. Okay. I think she's just making a statement. I don't think I missed anything. Dee Dee says, my Modern Quilt Guild in Kalamazoo is meeting on Zoom live, and we're doing a project together. It's really cool. Now, that's something, too, I might, we were just in the process of setting up a technology committee, and we were supposed to be figuring out how we wanted to get our stuff online. We do have a website. We do have a Facebook page. But we wanted to figure out if there were other things that we could do on technology that we could do that. And it's just so ironic that we've since had this issue and we have not been able to meet. And, technology having had that complete, it would have been awesome right now. But when you go opening up things in group names, you should have the approval of the board. You shouldn't just go do it. So I don't want to set up anything, or the committee members that were pulled, we have never met. So you don't want to start trying to do stuff now without having board approval or anything like that. But it sure would be nice. Maybe we may end up going to Zoom for something like that. So pretty interesting. Cheryl Abraham is here. She says, hi T, I'm late. I'll be mailing my box Friday. Next day delivery. Okay, appreciate that. If you do regular priority mail and they get here, I think the 31st is on a Sunday. I don't have a calendar in my face. I think the 31st is on a Sunday. If you can mail them Friday and they get here like by Wednesday, that would be great. Don't pay the extra postage if you don't have to. Long as they get here by Wednesday, because I need to open them all up. And then I will show what I have on Wednesday. If your blocks come after Wednesday, they will not be shown on any video after that. So I'll show whatever I get on Wednesday. And then if your blocks come in Thursday, that would be the last day that I can get them. But I need to check them in, get them into the list so we know who all participated, so that we know how many spots we need. Because I think Kevin and I are going to meet on Friday. So it will be too late. If your blocks get here later than Wednesday, it probably will be too late. But if you don't have to send next day to spend that extra money, I'm okay with you sending it so that it gets here next Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Cherie says a Zoom sew along would be fun. That's some of the stuff I got. Is like if I have to download an app to do Zoom or not because I'm using my iPad. I don't know. I haven't checked into it because I've been busy, guys. But let me know about that. And then I told you all as well that I was having like internet issues because while school is in during the daytimes, I have a lot of people apparently in my particular area that are using the network system. So mine isn't as strong. Cherie says, Oh, I read that one. Sorry. Darlene says, absolutely. It's hard to say how anything will proceed. Yes. Kevin says, I don't know. I didn't know that there were so many as people in this world as there was in the Ozarks last weekend, so uncaring for their fellow man. But it was so, they weren't uncaring for their fellow men. All of those people there, they didn't care. They were okay with where they were. Not one of them had a mask on. So, and I heard that it was the same in some beach in Alabama, I want to say. Yeah, so, they were all happy, having a great time. But then they all go home and start sharing this with other people around the world. And I did know that our St. Louis County Public Health, they put in a thing advising employers that they might want to be doing safety precautions this week at work because of how the weekend went, which is absolutely ridiculous that the Department of Public Health has got to come out and make these dumb statements like this, but they did. Let's see. Diana Grant says, what does your shirt say? I think it says 30 say. We'll talk about t-shirts in a minute, Diane. Thank you. I see you corrected underneath. Teresa McCormick says, hello, T. And all T, I'm finishing up my blocks and hope to get them sent Friday. Okay, great. And hopefully when you check, make sure that they're going to be here by Wednesday. Quilt Gal says, the AQS Quilt Show in August in Lancaster, PA, still not canceled yet. But the separate one has canceled already. And that's what's so weird is that they didn't cancel the show in August. They canceled one in October and they kept one in October. So it's kind of weird how they're picking and choosing which AQS show they're going to have. But I feel like it's going to be, the closer they get to those dates, and if things aren't figured out, I think it's going to be a lot more of those shows being canceled. And I think that not as many quilters as they think are going to come to those shows. And I know we had like, I have like school picnics, like from my high school picnic. I don't go to any school reunions per se, like for a class, but I sometimes will go to things that are for the school as a whole, for the alumni committee. And we had a picnic, and they were really smart. They sent out a survey, and they asked us if we were going to come. And if the votes were, people were not going to come. So what did they do? They were very smart. They rescheduled it for next year. I mean, it's just like, well, it was canceled for this year, and they rescheduled for next year. They didn't have anybody's money, so it was no big deal. So, but it's great that they asked, and so that they weren't the only ones sitting out in the park, whoever the organizing committee is. So it's gonna. I think some more stuff is gonna be changing. Quilt Gal says the AQS Quilt Show schedules in August. Lancaster hasn't been canceled yet, but the other show has. She was saying it again. I think it didn't show up the first time. Darlene says, I'm so glad I'm retired. My neighbor fears going back to work. I think a lot of people fear going back to work. My daughter is sitting at home trying to figure out how she's going to barricade herself into her cubicle using saran wrap and stuff to wrap up her area so people can't come in. And she's talking about, she's taking lunches like cold cuts and things like that, and lunch bags that are, like the little lunch cooler bag type things, stuff that she doesn't have to heat in the microwaves because she doesn't want to do any of that. I'm trying to figure out how I can now use the bathroom. I'm like, girl, you got to use the bathroom in 9 hours, but she's trying to figure it out. But she goes back, I think she's home till the end of June. I'm not sure. So she's at home trying to figure it out. I'm glad I'm retired as well. I can tell you that because my job, I worked for the Department of Mental Health for the state. And of course, that job is open. They're not letting anybody from the public into these facilities. But, being around so many staff members that all have different walks of life, you don't know what you're dealing with. And you've got to drop things off. And you got to touch paper other people have had in order for you to process your particular job. So, yeah, it can be nerve-wracking working right now. Let's see. Trying to figure out where I left off. Dee Dee says Zoom has a charge for over 45 minutes and over 14 people, but it isn't much. It was under 20 for our Zoom meeting of about 45 people. Any charge all participants can share in with you. See, I don't know anything about that. See, and I don't want to get anything that I'm going to be spending money. See, okay, thanks for the heads up. So I have to look into that, and I'll look into, when I do, it's not going to be anytime real soon, guys. Because if this is something that we do, it'll be something that we can use for the future, not just because we're stuck at home. I think it's a great thing that we can do classes or sew-alongs in person like that, where I can also see you guys and communicate with you all, and you're not just seeing me. So I would like to see other people as well. So I'll be doing some checking into that. And I'm technology savvy, but I don't keep up with all the new things that are out, or I have never done a Zoom meeting. I've never had a reason to organize one. I've been a participant in one, but I've never had the opportunity to organize anything. So I don't know anything about fees. Yeah. And Darlene saying they need to have a vaccine out before I go into a crowd. Diane's talking to Mary. Apparently her tablet failed and done some stuff and put Mary into hidden mode. And so she's got her out. I've done that a couple of times, even with Diane 57. I've locked her out and had to go back and try to figure out how that happened and undo it. Cool gal, she says, I'm so glad I retired before this stuff started. Mary says, I'm having cataract surgery next week and it requires lots of appointments. Kind of scary. I have a dentist appointment next month and I'm thinking I'm going to cancel. I think this is going to be the year I only get my teeth cleaned once. Darlene says, I retired from the Pentagon in 2016. Not sure how they plan to handle this in such a very large building. Yes. Crystal Cochran is here. She says, hello, TN everyone. Hey, Crystal, welcome. Let's see. Oh, and Diana says she retired on February 28/20. You talk about timing, girl. And Diane goes, I'm sorry, I'm not talkative. You all right? Gutierrez Services is trying to tell you about Zoom. Is $14.99. I don't know if that's in Missouri's rate or what. Okay. And I think that, and somebody said up to a certain number, and then the more people that come into the Zoom, then it costs more. So I wonder if that's why you always had to sign up. If you were gonna, it's like people have been sending me Zoom trainings that I've been ignoring because I've been too busy, like from some affiliates that I work with. They've been sending me like Zoom training, and I have not had an opportunity to go in them. And I guess that's why you have to sign up so they know how many people they're gonna have. Dee Dee says, if you do a class on Zoom, you will have to charge us for the class anyway, so just add Zoom cost to it. Would love to take a scrap class with you. Whoopee. And that's what a lot of the some of the quilters have gone to. They've gone to actually teaching the classes because they can't teach them in person. They've gone to teaching classes on actual Zoom. So I would have to do some Zoom test runs before I even set that kind of stuff up. Crystal says, T, I recently hit the 500 mass mark, and I thought of you. Yes, you did. Congratulations, girl. But it will never happen to me. And even Dee Dee says, 500, Crystal. Hope I never get there. Exactly. Good for you, though. That's nice that you're doing that many, helping so many people, because if you made that many, apparently they're needed. Cheryl says, way to go, Crystal. I hit 375, but done for a little bit. Kim says, holy mackerel, Crystal. That's a lot of mask. And then Diane says, I lost my 12-and-a-half-year-old Mastiff yesterday. We had to put her down due to cancer. Oh, that's so sad. My daughter was just talking about that with COVID with her Paigey. And yeah, it is devastating because animals, they think they're human. Dogs think they're human for sure. And it's really difficult because they are such a comfort to us to lose them. It's just like losing a human being. And so I really feel sorry for you, Diane, and condolences on that. Laughing at Kim. She says, I'm tired of mask after 10. Exactly. That was my point. When I made my first 10, I thought, oh, this is not so bad. But then I thought, when I was cutting them, then when I started sewing them, I go, oh, heck no. I don't like this at all. And it's not even that it's difficult or complicated. I just don't like it. So weird. So a lot of people are giving, some people are giving her condolences. She says, my daughter had a mastiff. This is Mary, who passed away in her arms at 9 months. So sorry for you, Diane. Kelly A says, I've been working all along. I'm a paralegal, and my 2 attorneys both do estate planning. Nothing like a pandemic to bring in clients wanting wills and health care powers of attorney. Exactly. People start getting their lives in order. So a lot of sympathies coming in for Diane. I'm going to go ahead and talk about these shirts so we can, just in case. Hold on, what time is it? It's 8:06, guys. Goodness gracious. Y'all can run them comments down. But I just wanted to show you, they're talking about shirts. This is the Teaquilts established shirt. This is the first shirt that we came out with, color purple. Down here has been added my website because somebody told me I should put the website on here, so I did. So this shirt here, it's in purple. This shirt is available in any color I have in stock in your size. When I first brought this shirt out, we did all purple with the white logo. Now, I wouldn't get a white shirt because this is going to stay white, okay? So just know that. This shirt is $15, and I'm not going to be able to tell you all the prices of these shirts. And I will be updating on my website, but it's $15 for sizes up to XL. I only do adult size shirts, and then 2XL and higher, you always add $5 to the price, and that's for the average surcharge on buying shirts 2XL or larger. So if you need large, I have shirts in my stash up to size 4X. But you have to, if it's something like this, you would have to notify me through email and let me know what, and I can let you know what colors and stuff I have. So if you want a red shirt, you can tell me you want a red shirt. And then I'll show you the reds that I have. So we talked about in June 1st, I'm going to have this stuff updated. And this shirt's going to be 10% off of this shirt. For 2 weeks, I'm going to have a sale. And I'll I don't know if you all know that you can do community posts on YouTube. So on June 1st, I'll put up a community post and tell you that the sale is on. And I'm going to try to get these uploaded to my website. My problem with the website is how I have to do my PayPal to know exactly which shirt you want without me contacting you. I have to list every shirt, every size as a separate thing. I don't have a drop-down box where you can select which color. I have to do one color, and then I have to do each size for that one color. And then I have to repeat that when I change the color of the t-shirt. And that's because my system, my checkout is an old system, but there's nothing that I can do about that. It's a lot easier if you just email me and say, T, I want such and such shirt in a size this, and then I can tell you what the cost is in your size plus shipping. That's the easiest way to do it. That's why I don't have a lot of stuff that I have for sale on my website, because it's just so hard for me to get it listed. And I've been looking at some other sites that I could use to sell actual items out of. I've been kind of researching some of that as well, but I haven't made any decision on where I want to go. This next shirt, I got strings everywhere, just because us quilters have strings everywhere. But I redid the Teaquilts YouTube shirt. This is the new shirt now. So if you want to order this shirt, you can. This is the white shirt. I made this YouTube logo very small. I ended up moving it. I don't even have the shirt that I had, but it was super huge over here. Looked like it was taking up the whole breast. I'm like, We all know what a YouTube logo looks like, so I just made it pretty small in the design. This shirt's available in white. On the white shirt, you have red and black vinyl. On the gray shirt and the black shirt, it's going to be white and red vinyl. And it is a glitter vinyl, but it doesn't put glitter on you. And these shirts, you can order your shirt, because these shirts, I put them on sale for 2 weeks to take the orders. And then I am going to buy whatever size you want and whatever color you want. And then I'll do a group purchase so I can get the shirts and not have to pay full price, because I only ordered 2 shirts. So here is the black, if you want it in black. I didn't have a black one at first, but I thought I would go ahead and give the black option, because a lot of you, when you order shirts from me, some of you all like black, especially my larger size women. They tend to like the black because it makes you look smaller, of course. Next shirt. Only for people that have gotten this award is the Teaquilts YouTube Subscriber of the Year t-shirt. So this is just a mock one here that I have. I'm not sure if I want to change the black to white. You all let me know. I just put it on here, put it on the blue shirt. I thought the blue shirt was a pretty color, but I'm wondering if I should have made the vinyl in white instead of black. So you all let me know on that. Those, not the, these shirts, I'm going to put 25% off the new shirt. And this is going to be Teagear number 3, because we've got 2 other shirts that I have sold on YouTube. Not on YouTube, sold on my Teaquilts channel. I got Teagear 1, Teagear 2. So the YouTube shirt's going to be Teagear 3. The Subscriber of the Year shirt's going to be Teagear 4, I guess. Okay. Those are coming up 25% off of those shirts. Those shirts are going to be, I can't remember, because of the, I think those shirts are 25 because of, let me show you this shirt again. How I price my shirts: basic shirt with text, I just do like 15 to 20. This shirt's really a $20 one because it takes a full sheet of vinyl in order to make it. However, because it's just a Teaquilts established shirt, nothing fancy, I just go ahead and reduce it down to 15. When I start with glitter vinyl, I normally add $5 for glitter vinyl. And then this font is what's making this shirt more expensive. You can see where I have to pull out little pieces of the vinyl out of this shirt in order to make this text. So it takes me more time to do the weeding. So that's why these shirts are going to cost more. So it's $25 for up to size X large, and then $30 for the 2XLs and higher. But for 2 weeks in June, or 10 days, however I do it, because it might just be Monday through Friday and then another Monday through Friday. So it might be like 10 days instead of actual 2 weeks. Those shirts will be 25% off the price. And then also it's a 2-color shirt, whereas this is a 1-color shirt. So I have to deal with 2 colors of vinyl on this, and I only have to deal with 1 on that. And this is screen printed. This is not vinyl on this shirt. Hold on. Diana says quilters come with strings attached. You got that right. We got strings everywhere. I was walking in the store one time, and I had been in that store a good little chunk of time. I'm over by the getting the milk and stuff. I'm all the way on the other side of the store, and I look down and I got this long green string on the blue shirt, just looking real crazy the whole time. It was one of those, I was long arm quilting, and one of the strings I must have cut was on me. Darlene says the logo was right on the boob. I'm glad you changed this. Yes. I would like to take another. I would take another in a heartbeat, but it's going to be a long time before I can even consider a puppy. Oh, yeah, it does take a while, and puppies take time to train too. Cheryl says the black vinyl on the dark shirt or too dark. That's what I thought too. I'm gonna make it, like I said, this was my test shirt, and so I think I'm just gonna make it on white, and that's how. And it'll be for I've have like 3 subscribers of the year so far, so it's not like that shirt. I didn't redo it because I didn't I only got like 3 of them anyway, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like. Kim says the black is hard to see on the dark t-shirts with the shiny red. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I thought. And Bonita's down there saying yay. Mary says, Diane, you might have to consider a rescue. Kelly says that's a great idea for another t-shirt. Quilters comes with strings attached. Yes. And yes, they are. And so, and I also did that shirt that was so busy quilting. I have that shirt too, so I need to put that shirt on there. You know, you all asked for that shirt. I made the shirt, and then nobody bought the shirt. So we'll see. And I try to get like, I'm just gonna do one community post, and I'm gonna put all the shirts that are gonna be on the sale. This shirt, these shirts, and I try to put the so busy quilting shirt. I have to find it because I don't even know if I have a picture of it. But I have made one. Well, I can probably download it out of my Facebook group because I think I uploaded it over there. So, and I may have uploaded it on YouTube too. But yeah, then I have people that ask me for the state shirts, which I have the list at my computer. I am working on getting the blank state quilter shirt. Those are, I wanted to get these done, designed first, and get out the way because I had to redesign that whole YouTube shirt. I thought I was just having to make the little thing smaller and be done, but no, I ended up like moving stuff around. So a lot of stuff changed on those shirts. So I am in the process of making, I had like maybe 5 or 6 people wanting their own state shirts, and I have to make your state. If you've got the state of Texas, Wisconsin, Indiana, no, Illinois, Texas, Wisconsin, Illinois, Missouri, and your shirt is done. Those shirts I have already done. I think it's somebody else. Texas. I keep forgetting this one state that I already have done, and somebody remind me. California. It's Claudette who reminds me. It's California. Those states have already been done. I'm working on Kansas, Indiana, and Tennessee. Those are the 3 states I need to make for the request. If you're in the state of Texas or one of the states I've already called out and you want a shirt, all you got to do is just email me and tell me what size you want. Those shirts are black with white state outline, white lettering with a red heart. Dee Dee goes, how do you pick subscriber of the year? It's very hard. So what I do is I try to go back through comments on my YouTube videos for the year, and I pick people that have been commenting on videos, people who are in chat room chatting. But see, sometimes I can't. Sometimes the chats, when I replay, the chat stuff is there. Sometimes the chat stuff isn't there. So what I do is I tend to search my comments for people that if I know your name, there's a possibility that you might be considered for subscriber of the year. So then I'll search my YouTube comments, see who has sent, and then if it's like kind of tied, then I might see who has sent me a birthday card or who has sent me, participated in any of my birthday challenges, like when I did the charity quilts, things like that. You don't have to send me anything personally that's like for me, but if you've sent me a card just saying you appreciate my channel, I look at that kind of stuff as well. If it's tied, but I try to go with who's most active on my YouTube channel. That's how I try to start. And it's very difficult because YouTube is making it a little easier now. I like to get a subscriber. And before, I couldn't tell if you were a subscriber. And now I can tell. It's weird because a lot of my videos are watched by non-subscribers. Although I have a lot of you that come into chat that say you're subscribed. But I can actually see now who's actually subscribed or not when you leave a comment. So that was one consideration Because sometimes I've given out gifts to people that were not subscribers. I've had winners that may have been in when I was doing the drawing. I'm giving stuff away, and then when I do the video announcing who the winners are, they don't even come back and get their winnings. So I know that you're not a subscriber, but I know now for sure because YouTube Studio has changed, and they kind of let us know that right now. And it is a hard decision to make, especially when you're only picking one person, and trying to be fair, that kind of thing. It's a hard decision. I wish I could do 100, but I can't. Does the quilt behind you slide to cover the window? Yes, it does. It was, I made it for that purpose. Well, I didn't make it for the purpose, but once I painted this room yellow, I had this quilt. It's a yellow brick road quilt pattern. It's a great way to use up a fat quarter stack, and you don't even have to have that many to do it based on your size. But yes, it does cover the window, but most times it stays just like that so that I can have access to my curtain when I want to raise it up and down, just a roller shade. Kelly says Kansas. I do have Kansas on my list. I think I'm working on Kansas right now. That was the one that once I got these done, I was going into Kansas. I got it all set up except that I got to split where Kansas will come out of the state. No, Quilter will come out of the state of Kansas. Because it says I'm Kansas Quilter. So Kansas is inside of the state of Kansas, but Quilter, because it's a longer word, and Kansas is more just really a rectangle with a very little shaping to it. So I'm going to put the word quilter, it's going to come out. So I got to split where it's coming through the outline. So I'm almost finished with Kansas. That's the first one that I started with. Tennessee is going to be interesting because Tennessee is a long, narrow state. So it'll just probably be Tennessee in the state of Tennessee. And the rest of it will be outside. And then Indiana, it should work out as norm. And then I have Missouri as well. I think I keep forgetting to add my own state. I've sold a lot to my state quilt guild, those Missouri Quilter t-shirts. Let's see. And Diane's telling you all right now I can't consider any other dog. She said it before, so when people lose a dog, some people are not, most people are not ready to get a new dog right away. So they don't want, one dog does not replace another, just like with children. So I can understand where you are, Diane. Maria Mayer saying good night. Bye, Maria. Tiffany is here. She says, I'm probably super late, but I'm having a bad day, so I didn't want to get up from nap. I'll watch the rest later, but wanted to stop in and say hi, T, and everyone. Hi, Tiffany. Hope you feel better. And we're going to be getting off here because I didn't even realize we were this late in. But I did want to talk about, the quilt shows and blueprint as well. Has anyone else found that your videos have a lot more ads lately? I missed last Wednesday's live and tried to watch it later, but there were ads every 2.5 to 3 minutes. Very frustrating. And I have no control over that. I don't even put, I've had people, when I have like a 25-minute video, every 10 minutes I would put an ad. So I would put an ad, say, at 10 minutes and an ad at 20 minutes. And I had people complaining about that. So what I did, so that I didn't have people complaining to me about my ads, I just let YouTube place ads. So sometimes you'll watch my videos and I don't get any ads. And other times you watch them, YouTube's in control. It just depends on the time of day that you watch. And then sometimes they'll have the little ad ticks down there, and then they may ignore them as they're showing the video. So if you're getting excessive videos, ads on my videos, I'm so sorry about that, but I've just left it up to the ad making gods to handle the ads so that I'm not personally responsible for the ads. And especially on live chats, because I never go back and add I used to do it like every 30 minutes I would put an ad, and I've just not gone back because YouTube Studio is just a lot more steps that we got to go through. So that was just like one step that I just decided I could just let go. But I can understand it's frustrating, and I'm sorry about that. And like I said, if you're watching like late in the evening or in the middle of the morning or late at night, those off hours of YouTube, they may put in more commercials or more ads than they normally would put in than if you watch during the daytime when there's a lot more people on and people are watching a whole lot of YouTube. You wouldn't get as many ads. And like I said, I've been on some sites where they've had a lot of ad ticks marks down on the bottom, but then when they got to it, the video just kept going with no ad. And some ads are going to be overlay ads. It's not going to be that ad that they take you out and show you a whole commercial ad. Some of them might just be where they place a video overlay over it as well. So sorry about that, guys. And June says, Kelly, I have found that also so frustrating. Teresa says, I watch you on my phone, and when I look at your thread rack behind you, I can see it as a quilt. Oh, this up here. I'm frozen on my phone, so just know it might be coming. You probably can't. Oh, it unfroze for a minute, so okay. Yeah, the thread rack's pretty interesting up there. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end here and call this a night. And like I said, I'll let you know when those shirts go on sale. I got some of your orders that you told me about last week. I've got them all written down. And I just need sizes from some of you guys. So when I get them all done, I'll go ahead. When I post them, I'll put in a comment the people that I have down for an order so you can know to email me your sizes and stuff like that. So, but we're going to go ahead and call it quits so I can go eat. I put in a Stouffer's lasagna into the oven, and it had the hour that I was going to be live, and then my husband had to take it out and put it 10 minutes uncovered. So let's go see if I have dinner ready. I am kind of hungry. So I will see you all hopefully Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So until then, everybody stay blessed and have a great rest of the week. All right. Bye, everybody.